So let's get into opinions. What's up, guys? Welcome to day 3 of my daily life. At work, I don't know how it started, but I decided to go ahead and look up some behind-the-scenes footage of Frozen. And it ended up triggering in my mind about how much I really truly enjoyed this Disney film. I'm sure there are a few people, especially if you live in California, Southern California specifically, who have seen Aladdin, a musical spectacular, which is a fantastic live Broadway type show in the park. It's been there for almost a decade, I believe, and it's still one of the most popular shows in the park. And, you know, I truly loved it. I actually do remember a couple of years ago there was a rumor going around about them replacing the show with Toy Story. I love Toy Story. I grew up with Toy Story. Toy Story is actually the movie I grew up with. And I didn't really think that was a great idea. I didn't think it had a Broadway type feel to it up until Frozen came out. Now, Frozen has an opportunity to become a Broadway show. And I was thinking, you know, it would be absolutely amazing. I wouldn't mind spending all of this money to go see this show. It got me to thinking, you know, I think I'm about ready and I'm okay if Disney were to finally retire Aladdin at the parks and replace it with Frozen. You know, the Frozen is a big hit across America right now. America across the world, I'm sure, as well as Let It Go. And one thing I would love to see is I would love to see a real live action performance on stage. I think it would be a fantastic idea. I think it would be a really good change, and I think it would be an awesome step for Disney. Because, you know, we've had Aladdin for a while. Not much has changed besides the genie's dialogue, which keeps up to date with all of today's media. You know, my 3-year-old nephew, he got to see it once. Unfortunately, the time we went to go see it, the carpet ride scene was, it still played, but the carpet wasn't flying around the stadium. And because it was under some construction, they were doing some refurbishment with it. So unfortunately, my nephew didn't get to see that, but my nephew loved the show. And I think it's okay, and I think it would be a great idea if Disney were to replace Aladdin, retire Aladdin for good, and replace it with Frozen. There's no doubt in my mind that Frozen will do just as well, maybe even better than Aladdin in the park. Granted, this is my opinion. This isn't anybody else's opinion. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. To me, I think it would be a fantastic idea for Disney. It would be the best step they could take. But, yeah, I mean, I would love to see your guys' opinion. Anybody who's ever been to California Adventure and who have seen Frozen and who have seen the Aladdin Spectacular at the park, you know, let me know what you think. Do you think Disney should go ahead and take this step? I mean, I've already come across a post where, you know, somebody said there is a possibility Disney is already talking about this change. Don't quote me on this because I'm a Disney nerd, but if you were to see some of my friends on my Facebook, I've got bigger nerds. But yeah, do you think it would be a great step for Disney to do something like that? Do you think it's okay? Or would you be okay if they did that? Would you give Frozen a chance in California Adventure? Now, one thing I would like you guys to keep in mind when thinking about this is that Disney's all about change and it's all about making anything and everything better and keeping up to date. Here's something rare in California. You ready for this? It actually rained. If you live in California, you know there has not been any rain for like a month or two now. A month or two. Hey, get in the house, little stinker. It is wet outside and cold. But yeah, that's the first I've seen rain in probably like 2 months. It wasn't a lot, but it's freaking rain. California's in a really bad drought, so this was much needed. I hope there's a lot more.